Hello everyone, this is Norma. Welcome. Today's card is going to be an Any Occasions card using the heat embossing technique, which is one of my favorite techniques. And so here it's going to be using some background stamps along with some dies. I just love the way this card turned out. The gold looks so pretty. To begin, we're going to be using two dies. It's the banner dies along with the hexagon hive thinlits die, and we're going to begin die. Okay, so here I'm just going to take my hexagon hive and run it through the Big Shot, and then I'm going to do my banner die and run it through just to get it all done at once. So after running your dies through the Big Shot, you're going to want to take the hexagon hive and start punching the center, the ones that you can punch out with using your fingers, or you can use a quick stick like I will be here shortly, but you don't really need it. They do come out fairly easy, very easy. So next we're going to start some stamping, and so I'm going to be using the En Français stamp, which is one of my favorites. It is retired, but I also showed you the dictionary, which you can replace with, or any background you might have on hand. So here I'm just inking it up with a Versamark, and I'm going to go ahead and use my embossing buddy to run that through my base there. Okay, so here I'm just taking my base and I'm laying it on top of the stamp, and with a scratch piece of paper just pressing on it to stamp it that way. And here I'm just pouring my gold embossing powder on my image, making sure that it's well covered before I start heat embossing. And so after pouring that all in, I'm going to go ahead and take my heat gun here and start heat embossing. And you're going to see how pretty the change is. You can see it there. I just love to see the change of that. Just make sure you use something to hold your base there, so you don't burn yourself. Okay guys, so next I'm going to go ahead and stamp my lovely butterfly, and I'm going to be using Versamark for that again. And here I'm just going to stamp that lovely butterfly. And just again taking my gold embossing powder, pouring that. Make sure you pour that back in your container. And then taking my heat tool and heat embossing. Look how pretty that looks. Oh my gosh, love that change. And so then next we're going to go ahead and use our banner here. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and take this border and stamp it on the top of my banner there, and just making sure that it's well covered with the embossing powder. And then I'm going to heat set it again with my heat tool, and just be careful that you don't burn yourself because it can get hot. Just use some tweezers if you like. Okay, so here I'm going to be using my Stamp-a-ma-jig just to make sure that my sentiment is nicely centered and straight. And if you don't know how to use a Stamp-a-ma-jig, please stay tuned to an upcoming video that I will be posting, hopefully this week, so you can learn how to use one. It's super easy and a must-have. So here I'm going to be stamping and heat embossing. So here I'm just going to start to assemble part of my card by adhering the hexagon hive to my card. You can use a multi-purpose glue to adhere this, especially since there's a lot of embossing going on. And so yeah, and so I'm adhering that banner there. Okay, so here I'm just taking that butterfly that I stamped and heat embossed. We're going to go ahead and cut it using our paper snips. And then I'm going to take a Stampin' Up! Dimensional and add that to the back and adhere it to kind of the side of the banner there. And look how pretty that looks. I like that. And so here I'm just taking some sequins and taking it apart from this roll, and I'm going to adhere it using our crystal effects because this will hold very well, especially if you mail it. Okay, so we're coming to an end here, guys, and so I'm just adding some sequins to the bottom there. And so I'm glad you stuck to the end, and hope you enjoyed this video. I had so much fun making it for you guys. And don't forget to visit my blog at www.pinkblingcrafter.blogspot.com for more pictures and all the links. I will also link all the products that I used down in the description box below. Don't forget to check those out. And thank you so much. Don't forget I have some upcoming Stamping 101 videos coming up to kind of refer you back to those basic things, especially if you're new to card making or crafting. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below.